Right now, your brain is hallucinating music, and you didn't press play. Don't fight it. Just notice it. There's a song looping behind your eyes, and you have no idea when it started. Nobody handed you an O chord, yet a fragment of melody is running circles in your skull, and it will keep running whether you want it to or not. You probably think it's just a catchy tune. It isn't. The real reason is far stranger than you think. Start with a number. Around 98% of people get these loops, nearly everyone. And on an ordinary day, you'll quietly lose about 30 minutes to a song playing against your will. 30 minutes. Gone. Not to work, not to rest, to a rerun your brain scheduled without asking you. So stop asking why it won't stop. Your brain started it on purpose. The only mystery is what it wants. These loops have a name. Researchers call them involuntary musical imagery. Break that apart. Involuntary. You didn't do it. Musical. It's a song. Imagery. It isn't real. There's no sound entering your ears, which means in the plainest possible terms, your brain is faking music. Right now. And it feels so normal, you never once called it what it is. Kelly Jakubowski, a music psychologist at Durham University in England, went hunting for why. A few years back, she and her team did something clever. They took thousands of reports of songs that got stuck in people's heads and lined them up against songs that never do. They were looking for a fingerprint, and they found one. Earworms share a shape. They tend to be fast, upbeat, easy to sing, but the real signature is sneakier. Somewhere in the melody, there's one unexpected leap, a jump your ear didn't see coming. Common enough to feel familiar, odd enough to snag. That little hook is the barb. It's the part that catches on the way down. Now here's the twist. The song stuck in your head is usually not your favorite song. It's not the one you'd choose. It's the one your brain can't finish. You almost never loop the whole track. You loop a piece, a chorus, 4 bars. The same fragment again and again and again. Never resolving, never reaching the end. And that's the real clue. To understand it, you have to leave music entirely and go sit in a café in Berlin in the year 1927. A young psychologist named Bluma Zeigarnik is watching the waiters, and she notices something uncanny. A waiter can hold a dozen complicated orders in his head perfectly, as long as the bill is unpaid. The moment the customer pays, the memory vanishes. Gone. He can't even recall what they ordered. The paying didn't erase it. The finishing did. She'd found something now called the Zeigarnik effect. Your brain grips the unfinished with white knuckles, and it releases the completed almost instantly. An open task nags. A closed one disappears. You've felt this. The email you haven't sent that itches at the back of your mind. The show you paused on a cliffhanger. The unfinished thing gets a hook in you and won't let go. Now put the two ideas together. A melody that loops but never resolves is an unfinished task. It's an open tab your mind refuses to close. That's why it's a fragment and not the whole song. Your brain isn't replaying the music. It's waiting for the ending, and the ending never comes. So why does it strike you in the shower, on a walk, folding laundry, staring out a train window? Because earworms ambush you when your mind goes quiet. Not when you're busy, when you're idle. Low-effort moments when nothing's demanding your attention. An empty room gets filled, and your brain, left alone with nothing to chew on, reaches into the shelf and pulls down a rerun. The loop rushes in to fill the silence you accidentally left open. So here's where it stops being a quirk and starts being something older. Something a little unsettling. The earworm is not a glitch, it's a rehearsal. Go back, really far back, before writing existed. Before you could scribble a note or save a file. How did a human being carry knowledge across a lifetime? How did you remember which berries kill you, where the water is, who your ancestors were, how the story goes? You sang it. Melody was the technology. Rhythm and rhyme made information sticky so it could survive being passed mouth to mouth across generations. Song was the hard drive. The loop in your head is that ancient memory engine, still running its drills. A machine built to repeat until things stick, with no off switch anybody ever bothered to install. And now look at what we've done with it. That knowledge didn't stay hidden. There are people who studied Jakubowski's fingerprint on purpose. They're called advertisers. The jingle you can't kill, the 6-second hook you hum without meaning to. That's your Stone Age memory system, reverse engineered and aimed straight back at you. The oldest tool your mind owns, rented out to sell you toothpaste. So how do you actually make it stop? Two ways, and both are backed by research. First, chew gum. It sounds absurd, but studies show it works. The jaw motion interferes with the inner voice your brain uses to play the imaginary music. Jam the machinery, and the song fades. Second, the harder one, the counterintuitive one. Don't distract yourself, do the opposite. Finish the song. Play it all the way to the end. Let the melody resolve. Let the loop close. Because the moment your brain gets its ending, the unfinished task is complete. The open tab shuts. Zeigarnik, defeated. The waiter forgets the order. So the next time a song starts playing in a head you didn't choose, don't just wish it away. Ask which song it is. Out of everything it has ever heard, your brain reached for that exact fragment. It's trying to tell you something, and it will repeat it until you listen. So tell me, what's playing in yours right now?